Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Big Brain Podcast. I'm Ronov, R6 Siege creator, as well as Sneaky Thief and Rendell here.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Sneaky Thief. I'm also a Siege content creator, but I dabble in other games, and I also review mice, which has burnt a hole in my bloody wallet. But that's my history. It's okay. I'm a recovering addict, but that's how it is. And to my right,
hello, my name is Rendell, and I'm in love with Ronov.
He takes form of a Logitech mouse.
I was going to say, yeah, he's turned into a mouse today.
He's been cursed.
Should we explain what's happened with my camera situation
might
before,
well.
so people understand?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, people, listen.
Oh my god, that was a hand.
Oh my god! Oh, can we see the
Whose
hand?
hand was that?
Oh my god, the hand!
They're moving you about, Mr. Logitech mouse.
Mm.
Alright, yeah, you explain it, go on.
Basically, what's happened is, boys, the only webcam that I have is like a Logitech webcam, and it doesn't screw into anything. Like, it's just, you unfold this like thing and it sits on the monitor, which is all fine and well. I have somehow managed to perfectly angle it at my mouse for my streams because I do a hand cam. It took me an hour to get it to that point.
So,
So if I move it, it's going to take me another hour to get it. I'm telling you now, yeah, the front of it's not touching the PC and the back of it's not touching. This is balanced
wow,
to perfection.
I'm waiting.
And it took me
I'm waiting for it to just fall slightly, and then I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on?"
Yeah, if you hear a noise and randomly see my face, you know what's happened.
But it is good to see that you have transformed into a Logitech mouse. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's one of the most popular peripherals. But I'll tell you what isn't popular: Ubisoft at the moment. Segue into the next part of the pod. So, carrying on from last episode, we hinted at a bit about what's going on with Ubisoft, and I kind of want to talk about it primarily in this podcast because at the moment they have had one of the shittiest years I have ever seen from a company in the gaming industry thus far. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, obviously we've heard the rumours as well that they're going.
Yeah.
Times look uneasy for Ubisoft. It's been spoken about a lot over the past couple of years, like with their shares going down and whatnot. But yeah, recently it's been spoken about like next year it's possible they could actually just be gone.
Possibly, yes.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, there's talks at the moment. Again, these are talks that their main plan is to try and get bought out. So currently they're what is called a public company. So there's a public and a private. And the long story short is you want to be a public company because you get shareholders, they give you money to invest in the company, you make more money, boom, 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 everybody's a winner. So at the moment, due to how sales have been going for Ubisoft, I mean, we could look at Star Wars Outlaws is a good example. That game is got a great IP. Typically, you should see really good sales just from the IP alone. Done poorly. It's actually one of their poorest selling games in their catalogue so far this year. They haven't released much else. A lot of their games have obviously not sold as well as they should. And then, well, I'll get onto it a little bit later, but XDefiant has shut down as well. They'll be shutting down as of next year in July. But actually, you know what? I will say one thing before we carry on about talking about it, just to tease about XDefiant. So they did the new update, and they just dumped everything. So it was supposed to be like a Season 3 drop for Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. They dumped everything. It's a dev build.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they dumped all the weapons that they planned up till season, like next year. All the cosmetics, and it's free. Like, it's completely free. And it's
That's a good
out.
move.
Like, it's just basically giving the middle finger to the higher up saying, this is what we worked on. And there was quite a bit of content on it. New weapons, about 12 maps that they had ready to go that they're going to push out every now and then. Like, they had a lot. I mean, a lot of content, like, ready to go.
It's a shame, because you could tell the devs there really did like the game. Like, it's something they wanted to create. And obviously, I'm not sure if you saw recently, I don't know how recent it was, maybe a month or two ago.
Go on.
There was like rumors of XDefiant shutting down.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, the creator at the time was like, I don't know what you lot are talking about. We continued to keep like working on this game for as long as we can. We've not heard anything about it.
Mm.
Obviously, there were other talks he
Yeah.
wasn't so involved in. So
Clearly, yeah, this is bad. This is very bad. If you aren't even involved in your own talks, I think this is the reason why they did this is they weren't making enough money from XDefiant itself to justify keeping it alive, and they're
it's
really
the thing
bad.
of being like a public company, right?
Mm.
You said like everyone's happy, everyone wins in a public company, but with that, there's expectations
Exactly.
the company then has to meet, and then the
Mm.
developers aren't really on that level,
Yeah.
like because they just want to make what they want to make,
Mm.
but then they're like fucking pressured by obviously the publishers and shareholders to like, oh yeah, you need to be making this many sales, or we want to see this in it, and yeah, that's why
Shame.
Baldur's Gate is a great game. It's a private company.
Such a great game, and I think that's the thing. When you're a private company like Ubisoft was, you could tell that the style of games they were doing before they really like took off in the early to mid 2010s. There were high quality games, and you know they had different things that worked here and there. Like Beyond Good and Evil for me was there. I could go through different names because I love a lot of their games. I played Rayman, I played Prince of Persia, obviously Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. I mean, we can go through a whole catalogue. The point is, there's passionate developers there, and you can tell with a lot of the projects that they get to work on, there's so much passion in what they do. It's just executed in a really corporate way that prevents them from realizing whatever they want to carry out. And as a result, you get what
it's
you
like
get.
going back to Siege. It's like you can tell the developers care about the game, but I don't know. There's some sort of vibe where it feels out of touch. The developers feel out of touch with who's actually playing the game, and I think it's that maybe corporate sort of side of it dividing both of them.
What's your thoughts on this, Rendell? What's your thoughts on how Ubisoft have been this year?
In terms of like the politics side of it that you guys are talking about, my brain ain't big enough for that, so I'll let you two ramble on about that. But in terms of where they've been this year, it's tough to really say from my point, because the only game I'd be involved with Ubisoft is Siege, and the biggest thing that I've seen Ubisoft lack, especially with Siege, is creativity. Look at majority of the skins this year that have come out have been anime slop.
That's true, actually.
Literally, they've just gone, let's put an anime face on this and change the colour for every esports skin. They've just come out with the gold and white esports skins, but done it from different operators this time, and changed this black to black and then changed that to white. And what they've done is they've darkened down the colours of previous skins.
Yeah.
So every
the
time...
only thing with those anime ones, that's more of the esports design. That's their call. But everything else, definitely, it's just recolors.
Another thing it literally is. If you think about the Halloween stuff, it was copy and paste, and they made it a dark green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. The only problem with that is I think the reason why they're going through that is because Ubisoft is cutting down a lot on their budget. Like, they're really cost-saving a lot. And that's something that's quite... scary to look at. When we looked at like years ago when Siege was like going up, there was a very confident team and they started to expand and expand and expand. But you can tell like more of the older developers left, obviously, to want to do different projects. But more importantly, there's not been many people that we could recognize at like the head of the Siege development side. It's quite minimized. And from reports going out, it's like the Siege team, as well as other Ubisoft teams, have just been shortened. And it's only recently now they've started to get more people to work on Siege.
It's the frustrating thing, right? Everyone's so frustrated with this. Like, with the rumours of Ubisoft going down under, it's like everyone's saying, at this point, surely, Siege is like your most valuable asset.
I agree 100%.
Why not invest into it instead of, I don't know, it feels like downsizing it?
Because
working on it.
I think their main motive is they see Assassin's Creed because they see sales. Constant, like Assassin's Creed is their most biggest IP, so they think that's the thing they've got to work on. But Siege has time and time again, even through different fiscal years, they go, "Oh yeah, Siege is performing extremely well. It's one of our top IPs out at the moment, and it's drawing in a lot of money." But you can tell there's a divide between what the shareholders and the upper levels of Corpo want to produce with Ubisoft, which is this, let's be realistic here, it's easy, cheap way of making open world games that they've monetized the hell out of, and they were the forefronters of it. To instead of creativity with what IPs they do have, I mean, yeah, like Siege is their biggest moneymaker, but they don't see it that way. They want a cheap way of just pumping out a content and making money out of it, which is what I think.
Yeah, it's a sad time, but it's interesting. Like, where do you think Siege is going to go? Like, do you think it's going to get bought? Do you think it's just going to get left just to die?
What are your guys? What were you guys' thoughts first? Because I had this wild like alternate reality theory, which I don't think will ever happen, but I want to say it.
I don't know. I think I might know what your theory is, but I'll guess what it is.
Okay, go.
But mine, I don't know what's going to happen to it. I'm really unsure. Like, it could get bought and just ruined. That's what I'm worried about. Is your theory it gets bought by Epic?
No, it actually isn't. It actually isn't. If it did get bought by Epic, I would be concerned because the Unreal Engine has a couple of problems.
I would uninstall the game.
There you go.
Would you?
No, only because it will be a way for them to bring it into Fortnite, and they'll be like, you see the marketplace, fuck that off. We're gonna do this now, and now it's all gonna be Fortnite this, Fortnite that, and no.
Yeah,
They've done it with Rocket League. I ain't having it with Siege.
Yeah, that's actually true.
It's not happening.
Yeah, he's actually
Cut his foot down.
But in saying that, what I think is going to happen is if it gets bought, it will be Siege 2, which is what I feel like Sneaky was going to say, Siege 2.
Actually, no, that's not. It's not.
Really? Oh, wow. Because you've been talking about that before.
I have. I've got it, like I said, this alternate reality idea that I don't think is ever going to happen is very wild, but carry on, please. So it's either going to get bought and they're going to do a hard reset, like when Epic bought Rocket League. They did kind of, not a hard reset, but they reset back to season 1 to build off. So you had like Epic can create their own new building blocks and build a new tower or whatever they wanted to do. Okay.
So I feel like if it gets bought, it might be a Siege 2, or they'll do a wipe and be like, okay, let's see where we ended and let's see how we can start off better. Or it will be left. Very minimal work will get done to it. And you'll get new seasons, because of the rank reset, but there'll be no new content.
Right, so here's my very alternative reality theory that I hope to Christ will never ever happen. But 6 Invitational's coming out for year 10, yeah? I imagine that at 1/6 Invitational, the developers are going to just go up on stage and have to sadly announce that the game's done. They have to stop developing it because everything's getting cut. Again, this is a very alternate reality idea because no one else is going to take on the project. Because, no one's going to... When it comes to multiplayer shooters, and this is a big reality of it, Spectre Divide is going to be one good example I bring up. You just can't survive. You just can't. The only reason Siege has survived is because it was one of the only few live service games that was done properly at the beginning and given the love and care and attention it needed to just continue to evolve. You got to compete with Fortnite. You got to compete with Call of Duty. You got to compete with Overwatch. You got to compete, in this FPS genre with the big dogs. And if you're not playing with the big dogs, your game's going to get left in the dust. Doesn't matter if you've got a different, actually unique mechanic, something that's really good. All that's going to happen is it's just going to go away and be slotted away. It's what happened with XDefiant. It tried to compete with Call of Duty. And in my opinion, I preferred XDefiant over Modern Warfare 3. I think it was a much better game. But, and this is a very key but, Black Ops 6 came out. Everyone plays Black Ops 6. XDefiant wasn't getting too hot. There wasn't enough time to give the developers, I think, the opportunity to basically showcase what they had in store. This season was supposed to be it. But then Black Ops 6 comes out and Ubisoft just go, yeah, sod it. It's not going to win. Fuck it off. And that's it.
Yeah. It seems to be a trend, right? These creative projects coming out. But I don't think, although you could say they're not good enough, I feel like they don't get enough time. Their lifetime is just less than a year. How old is XDefiant? Like, actually.
Sadly, it's almost 8 months old, I think. It's either 8 to 7 months old. That's weak for Ubisoft.
No way.
Yeah, this is...
Xmas is getting dipped off after 8 months.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Ubisoft have done this with, like, For Honor, for example. That game got even less popularity than Siege, and they've kept that on for 8 years.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? I feel like these games aren't actually being given a chance. For Honor actually has like a solid like community.
I agree, 100%.
But that's the thing. Like these games need time.
That's because For Honor is a great game.
It's sick. But yeah, I think they just need time to like gradually it finds its player base.
Yeah, I agree.
But these companies don't have the patience because they don't want to be wasting money on like something that could be good. They want quick, fast cash.
But that's because they're also wasting money on themselves. They're getting more money towards themselves and they have to make a profit. So instead of actually giving the developers the chance and the time to actually develop the games, they go for quick cash grabs. And if it doesn't succeed, they sod it off. And this is a very...
Remember that Concord?
Yeah, Concord was gone within 4 months.
that was, yeah. And was it even 4 months? It felt like a week.
So.
I knew of it. It was just gone.
Yeah, I think it was 4 months. I have to look it up quickly because it was
crazy.
Gone like so. It was scary, and I wasn't like too interested.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know. It just wasn't interesting to Sony, and so Sony was trying to big this up as like the next like hero shooter, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, I don't have a PlayStation, but that's cool. It just didn't get enough popularity, and then people just, in the end, not enough sales were bought. Very little people were playing it, and Sony.
So it wasn't like a bad game or anything. It wasn't like buggy or anything.
I don't know.
Was it?
I can't remember off the top of my head. All I know is there was about, at one point, apparently there was like 10, like only under 100 people online on PlayStation for that game alone. Apparently.
Yeah, I heard it was dead, but I want to know why. Like, what happened to it? Like, I only heard about it when it just started to die.
Yeah, I think Sony gave up. Like, that's it. They just thought, we can try and put some money towards it. They even put it in secret levels, an actual whole episode dedicated to Concord.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and then, I've not watched it yet.
I haven't seen that episode yet. Don't say anything.
Not watched any of it yet.
I've seen all of them up before the new episodes got released. And can I just say, Amazon or whoever's done that.
Oh yeah, the
fair play. That show. The Warhammer episode.
Yeah, I heard that's amazing.
I heard the Warhammer episode.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Good.
I will say the Armored Core one, which has Keanu Reeves, is really good. Really, really good. I really enjoyed that one. There's the Sifu one. There's a spin-off of Pac-Man. They do like everything. One of the worst ones I've heard though was the PlayStation World one, because they bring in Kratos, but he's only in for like 5 seconds, but it does have like the Helldivers interacting with it for a little bit, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, that one's a bit weird. I haven't seen that one, but I've seen loads of like videos being posted about it. But sorry, let me get this giant hand to place me in the middle again. Sorry.
Oh yeah, thank you. I want to make sure you're in your center of attention.
Right, there we go. So no, so I haven't seen that episode, but it's my one of my friends I play Rocket. Well, I used to play Rocket League with. He told me, he was like, "Have you seen it?" And I was like, "No." And then I went to work the next day, and then my manager was like, "Have you seen it?" He was like, "It's really," and I was like, "No." So why has everyone seen this show and not me? So I went home that night and then I turned it on, and I wish there was more, way more episodes, and I wish they were longer too.
Yeah, hyping it up. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Just binging the fuck out of it.
I will say the good news is they've renewed a season 2. They've actually announced that they have renewed a season 2.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Actually.
Do you know how much money they've made off it though in the first week?
I think
of it coming out.
Fortune over that.
They made so much money because it's everyone promoted it. Everyone put it out on their socials. Everyone said you need to watch it. It's the next. This is the next best thing Amazon's released after Fallout.
It's just a good concept. Like, you know, when you're playing a game and you're like, this could so be a film or a series.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like Red Dead. Like, my God. Give me a Red Dead film or series.
I would watch it. And the funny thing is, like, sorry, carry on.
No, I was just going to say, like, it's just a good concept. It's brilliant.
I think what's really good as well is that we are now in an era, you know how back in like the early, like late 2000s, superheroes were starting to really pop off, and now they're just, they're really done well. And then we've gone through a bit of a hay period where they're okay, and now we've got DC doing their stuff, which should be exciting to watch. I think video game map. Sorry, go on.
No, I just said, oh, yeah, that's what I said. I said, oh, that's what I said.
Completely derailed.
God damn it.
I was agreeing.
But now we're seeing so many video game adaptations that are done properly, and you can tell when they're given the time and the effort to actually be faithful to the source material, they'll sell, in my eyes. Hell, I watched Super Mario Brothers, the movie, and it was actually surprisingly really good. I quite enjoyed the film. Because I was shocked at why is Chris Pratt sounding the way he is? And then they actually, at the very beginning of the film, explain why he sounds the way he does. And I just thought, okay, that's quite funny.
Yeah, but the thing is like, would you not find it annoying to be the Italian accent the whole way through?
Yeah, I think that was why it's smart if what they did was like he couldn't do it all the way through. It's a gimmick, it's an act. So
yeah, the video game sort of style film doing really well at the moment. Sonic.
Oh
yeah.
I really want to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Oh yeah, I've heard it's like 95% Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's no. Do you want to know why? Can I spoil the post-credit scene for people? Because I really need to talk about this.
No, because I want.
No,
mate, I can't. Because I'm so like. I'm trying so hard to avoid any spoilers for this film
excited for it.
because I will do anything in my power to watch that film. I really want to watch that film because I loved Sonic 1 and I love Sonic 2.
Yeah, it's what I was going to say. Like, Sonic has been like turning out to be a really good franchise.
Yeah.
3 films that are doing brilliantly, but that was so close to being so shit.
Oh, mate.
Oh, my God.
The first trailer, I thought, this is it. This is done. But to give them credit, when they showed the second trailer, I was like, okay, you kind of swayed me around. I'll give this film a watch.
They got so much backlash because that like original design where they had his eyes separated.
Yep.
Instead of like one big sort of.
And he didn't have gloves. It was just. It was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Weird.
Fucking. Oh. It just looked horrible. Whereas now he actually imagine what Tails and Knuckles and Shadow now would have looked like.
Mm.
Oh no.
Yeah, it all looks. Yeah. But yeah, now it all looks brilliant.
Yeah, Shadow looks really good.
They literally got bullied into changing a character last minute.
But it's the right thing to do because that character was more faithful to the source material. I think there was.
Do you think they've done that on purpose?
Ooh.
They made it look so bad. It got so much marketing. Like it became a meme and it went everywhere.
Part of me thinks yes, because how on earth they were able to create an asset for a whole film in the span of like what? The trailer launched.
Yeah, I don't know how long it took.
The trailer launched in I think summer, and they delayed it till February. So really, it was coming out for November, and they gave themselves a 2-month delay or a 3-month delay. Visual effects, I'm not too familiar with it, but I can imagine the amount of work that needs to be done.
That team was either on coke or it was like some massive marketing.
It was more likely a marketing play just to get eyes on the product, and then they.
But the thing is, it makes sense for them to do that because the one thing I don't understand is if 100% of the feedback, because there was not one good comment about that Sonic design that I saw, who on that team has gone, yeah, that's
looks right.
I'll post that. Yeah, that looks good.
The same people that are at Ubisoft CEO going, yeah, you know what? See what they're doing with
these recolors look good.
These recolors, put that in.
What is this? Another anime girl on a gun? Yeah, cool. We'll put that.
Love that. Slap that on. But I think that's something that we're coming back to now. Is with how when the source material and when passion is given to these creators, you get amazing things. And already we're seeing that in other forms of media with game adaptations. Going back to Ubisoft, you can just tell a lot of the games. There are very few games that we get to see that are truly given the freedom. For me, there's 2 games that came to mind in the last 2 years. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. That game is phenomenal. I absolutely love that game. I think it's one of the most interesting games I've played. It's like a Metroidvania, but it takes that with the Prince of Persia lore. Brilliant game, and you can tell it was made with a passion of love. And for me, actually, Assassin's Creed Mirage, they took a lot of the criticisms of the other Assassin's Creed games made it a very focused game, considering the constraints that they had, and it was a lot of fun for me. And I think everyone else that has for Ronov here, if he's played a couple of Ubisoft games, there'll probably be some that have stuck out to him, others that may have not. Vice versa.
Yeah, like we could have a whole argument about Valhalla.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, that game's so bad.
I love it.
Right,
It's so bad, bro. It's not an Assassin's Creed. You've just gone. He's an angry Viking, and then now this gone. Bro, where's the hood? Where's the sneakiness about it, bro?
What about Siege? What about Siege?
Guys,
is that a Tom Clancy game?
I think we should save this for the next episode of the podcast, where we talk about how we feel. Different IPs have maybe steered away, whether it's for the good or for the worse, such as Valhalla. Your argument why you think it's a brilliant evolution for the franchise, and for me and Rendell, why
I wouldn't say a brilliant evolution. It was just a fun game.
Sorry, a fun game, whereas me and Rendell think otherwise. And then
but listen, it makes sense for them to do a Viking one. It makes sense. I agree, but the story was decent. It's just the game, bro. It's not, for me, it's not an Assassin's Creed. It's just a Viking game.
I didn't like that story that much.
I could agree that it could be its own game, like its own Viking game without the Assassin's Creed part. But then I don't think I would have played it. I think it was the Assassin's Creed IP that lured me in, and then I stayed for the mechanics and the gameplay and whatnot.
I found that the gameplay and the mechanics for me were just a bit bare bones, sadly. And even when you tried to level them up, my personal point was, I looked at it from the same view as I looked at Odyssey, but with Odyssey, I felt like there was meaningful progression, and I actually really enjoyed how Odyssey played out. With Valhalla, it was go here, kill everyone, boom, go here, slay everyone. Oh, story segment, go here, and you do there's a bit of a trope that carries on for the rest of the game, but that's my opinion, and I've given that game, in my eyes, oh god, how many hours have I think I put about 30 hours trying to see if I could enjoy the game, but I just couldn't. That's just my opinion.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a good amount of hours.
Yeah, I used to be judgmental, and I put very little hours, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to give this game a fair shot.
It's like, what I'd say, it's one of the only games I've completed, and I don't complete games.
Yeah, you don't.
Really?
So,
yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
So if you don't finish that game, you remember before when I met you were playing this game on the stream. What was? Have you not finished that?
Borderlands 3.
No. The one Ben was playing, he just had a bunch of you lot in VC, and it was a single player game. He was like in a mine, and there was a bunch of eggs everywhere, like some alien game or something like that. I don't know.
It sounds like Dark Pictures.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. I'm gonna have to try and pull it up and find it.
Yeah,
so I'll let
you're
you know.
You're gonna have to.
A mine and eggs.
What?
Bro, I'm putting your Twitch up right now. Just trying to find this.
Yeah.
Go on.
I haven't got a clue.
But my personal point with all this, going back to Ubi, this is like their make or break year. If they don't succeed in even making even on like what have they got for next year? What have they got as far as I'm aware?
Yeah, no idea.
Exactly. I have no idea as well.
This is the thing. This is the frustrating thing. Like at this point, surely just invest into Siege and hopefully
I think that's the
you
right
get
play.
Something back from it.
I agree. I think that's the right play. Invest in
instead
Siege.
Instead of coming up with a new game and then just binning it off in like half a year.
Just invest in Siege. Use that to actually fund games that you want to create. Like Siege will be your catalyst to make the games that you want to create, and focus it around single player games, because those games will always, in my opinion, be here to stay. People that will say, "Oh, single player games are not going to last long." Shut up. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, fucking Jedi Survivor. You got many other games. Sifu. The list can go on.
I've never heard that before. That people said single player games are going to die.
EA said that very notably.
Oh, right. I've never heard that before.
The
That's
EA
such a stupid
CEO
take.
said that single player games are not going to last that long, and multiplayer games are going to be the future going forward, which, as you can see now, is like way opposite. And I'm so glad it is, because multiplayer games are very, very hard to keep a player base. With single player games, one and done, you can come back to it whenever, and it's just a great experience.
It's like a different vibe, isn't it? Like if you don't want to be messing around like in different lobbies and whatnot, you just want to like say Stardew Valley, just little cozy farm.
I love Stardew Valley.
It's just a different vibe, isn't it? Single player games is good.
I really enjoyed that, especially those kind of calm games that you play every now and then. Again, like you said, Stardew Valley that's such a great game for what it is. You're just building a farm, but it's such a nice environment in building a farm that you just want to see what you can grow and progress that over time. There's Terraria that will always do very well, and then you have other games like, I think more recently, you have one on PlayStation that won Game of the Year, Astrobot. Yeah, that looks fun though.
That's controversial.
Yeah, because people were thinking Black Myth Wukong were going to win.
Yeah, everyone was saying it was rigged.
So good.
Nah, I don't think it was rigged. There was just a lot of good games. I wasn't going to...
Yeah, but the thing is, right, Wukong, I didn't even play it, and to me it looked like Game of the Year.
It does look like Game of the Year.
It looks so good. I've not heard a thing about Astrobot. I didn't even know it was a game until it was crowned Game of the Year.
I did. I saw it. It's basically like the old school PlayStation platformers, but a bit with a hell of a lot more polish. And it takes in different IPs from, all the different areas of PlayStation. It does it in a very, charmful way. I remember seeing it going, oh, this looks really good. And I like platformers. One of my favorite games is actually Super Mario Odyssey. It's just a beautiful platformer, has a lot of charm, and it's just a relaxing game. And it can get really tough when it needs to get tough.
Yeah, I've seen it since.
Astrobot's their mascot, PlayStation's mascot.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah, it's been there since PlayStation 4.
It's been it. Yep.
Yeah, shit.
Didn't know that.
There you go. The more you know.
But have any of you played Wukong?
Played Wukong? I've actually... The thing is, I have it installed, and I should be playing it, but there's so many single-player games. And this is a problem that I have, is that... it's weird, because unless it's a Ubisoft game, I don't always get around to playing single-player games, except for recently, where I've stopped even playing Ubisoft games, because a lot of them have just been copy-cutters. I should be playing some more. I've got Black Myth Wukong, I've got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm really excited to play those games, but I haven't touched it. Haven't at all.
Yeah, it's hard to commit yourself, isn't it?
It is.
To a new game. That's what I've struggled with. Committing to a new game. It's like committing to a new series. You're there for the long haul.
You've got to be. But it's worth it when you do it. So worth it.
Do we have a script for this episode?
I don't think we do. Hold on, let me...
No, because I was under the impression we were still going to do it Sunday, so I didn't plan the episode because I was going to plan it tomorrow.
If this is still in the cut, just to explain, this has been a last-minute thing.
Yeah.
Basically, I've finished for work now. Times are getting busy. It's leading up to Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. I swear.
Yeah, it's going to be uploaded, planned for uploading on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So we're all very busy at the moment. So the set date that we planned is it's just not. But
we should be back
busy,
I think, for next week's schedule after Christmas, Boxing Day, and stuff like that. I think everyone should be good for. I'm going to keep this in the cut so people understand why we're just going backwards and forwards with whatever we're talking about for this. But it was a last minute thing, but it doesn't matter because I feel like there is some things that we want to talk about as the year's gone to. Actually, I'll tell you what. What have you played this year? Since this is like the Christmas period, we are coming towards the end of the year. This, I think, would be, if I'm correct in saying this, let me check my calendar. I think this might be the last episode of the year, per se.
Probably not. No,
it is.
God,
it actually
is.
We've done so many this year as well. It's crazy.
Oh my God!
How many do you think we've done this year?
About 31.
Yeah, 31. Yeah.
But
it's a good question.
Go on.
Do any of you have that? What's it called? Like a thing you do every year. What's it called? Ritual?
Tradition.
That's it.
Okay.
Ritual maybe a bit weird, but
yeah.
Tradition that you do leading up to Christmas. Like, do you have a certain game you play? Because I know you do, Sneaky.
Yes.
You've got a certain game coming up to the Christmas time.
Yeah.
What about you, Rendor?
Not necessarily, no. I don't really do anything leading up to Christmas in terms of gaming wise. No, not really.
I do.
Oh, I tend to stream more because I'm off.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's more time. Yeah.
I've got more time, and I'm going to be doing a 24-hour one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh my lord!
Next week will be post Christmas 24-hour stream.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh my!
If
lord.
any of
what
you
date?
two want to join me, then you can.
I will.
Yeah.
I will be on the sidelines. I don't know if I.
When are you doing it?
The date hasn't exactly been decided, but it's next week at some point.
Because I know I can't do the 27th because I will be most likely celebrating my mum's birthday. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, mum!
Happy birthday, Mumsy.
Big up, Mumsy.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, big up, Mumsy. I
If you're,
don't know what the date is yet. I need to figure that out. But if we can all, if someone can compromise a date with me, I'll do it with yous. I don't care, but I'm doing it anyway.
Fair enough. That's actually
Possibly. Put me down as a maybe. If not, I will definitely join in at certain points.
I can join in at certain points. I don't know if I could do a full 24-hour. I need to be stacked up on coffee.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. No. No.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the question.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a certain game I play leading up to Christmas. A couple actually. It depends on the vibe. Usually start like an Ark world.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm always the builder, and it's just cozy, like drinking. I'm just building like massive hearts. I don't actually do anything with the dinosaurs. Or DayZ. That's another little festive one I like to play.
You know what
but yeah, what's yours, Sneaky?
I was going to say, before I tell mine, we should do a Stardew Valley session during Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just a homely
Minecraft.
Oh God!
Yeah.
We would
Minecraft world.
we have done that. I usually build a very shitty hut for myself, while everybody else builds elaborate mansions. Because I'm like I'm the low man. I do whatever it needs to do to survive. Everyone else flourishes.
You make a house out of dirt.
I do.
It's awful. It's an eyesore.
It's my home. No,
And that's why I bomb it every time.
Yeah, fuck you. Every time I lead up to Christmas, I typically play Rayman 3 going into it. The reason I did that was because I decided to play it again. I think it was about 4 years ago during COVID, and I played it during like Christmas period. And I'd never finished a game before, and I always enjoyed the game growing up as a kid. So I decided to play it, and I completed it all the way through. I was quite happy with how the whole game was. It made me laugh. It made me smile. And then
Cry.
No, it didn't make me cry.
Okay.
It's not that kind of game. But I did want to play Rayman games. I love growing those. So what I'm going to be doing on Saturday on twitch.tv/sneaky thief. That will probably be in the description.
Is that this Saturday?
This Saturday, yes.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow, as of this recording.
They won't know this then.
Damn it.
'Cause it's going out next
Sorry,
week.
what?
Damn it.
It's already been and gone, guys.
God damn it.
You've missed
Well,
the
actually,
stream.
so there'll be a stream that will come on the day after this recording, but I'll also most likely we'll do another stream if I haven't finished it in that time to actually try and wrap it up before I call it quits. So
Hey
if it
guys,
hasn't
I
been...
stream on Valorant every day. Go follow me.
Sorry.
Sorry. I know.
Shameful plug.
It's
Shameful
very
plug.
How dare you? Well, I will play Valorant as well, but that's not the point for Christmas. But yeah, I'll be playing Rayman 3. I love playing Rayman 3. And if not, another game would be Rayman Legends. Because I love that game. I think it's a really unique platformer. And I love the music levels. Oh, those music levels.
I can't remember anything of Rayman. It's one of those games I played as a kid. I remember on like PlayStation 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't remember anything with it. I just remember the mission was you had to get his hands.
That's the Rayman 3. That's exactly at the beginning
Oh, really?
of Rayman 3. Yeah, he has to get it
Okay.
because one of his friends basically steals his hands because he's got scared by the main bad guy. So he has to
What
go
a
fight.
bitch.
I know, what a
Yeah.
bitch. He is a little bitch in that game.
What a fucking bitch.
But you know what? He's now my bitch. So
What?
Whoa.
no.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, moving on to
So-
Siege.
Oh, Siege. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I have a list of new games coming out next year. Would you like to hear my list?
Okay.
Go on then. Is this a list of new games
List-
coming out next
The
year?
new games coming out in 2025.
Oh,
That's
okay.
confirmed for 2025.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mafia.
Is this
New
game you're
Mafia
excited for?
These are games that I'm excited for.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mafia.
So-
I'm actually excited for.
Ghost
Mafia?
of Yotai as well.
Oh, so have you never played Mafia, Ben?
No, you just called it Mafia.
Yeah, Mafia, the old country. That's the game that's coming out.
Mafia.
Mafia. Yeah.
You can't say
Mafia?
anything. This is the same way as you calling
are
Cali
you
Carly.
thinking of calling it Mafia? It's Mafia.
It's Mafia.
It's Mafia.
What is going on
Oh,
right
God,
now?
Here we go again.
Mafia? Who's ever said Mafia?
I have. And Rendell
I've
has.
never heard that in my life. Mafia.
Ghost of Yotai. So we got Mafia, the old country.
Anyway, yeah, Ghost of...
Ghost of Yotai.
Yeah.
Fable.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a remake or not, but
No,
Fable.
don't have that.
Cannot wait for that to come out.
Mm-hmm.
What else is here? Oh, Doom, Dark Ages, another Doom. game.
That is coming out. Oh God, I remember before you carry on, I was playing that in 2020, and I was working in a retail store, and one of my colleagues was talking to me about it, and we were talking heavily about it, and I was still playing it, and Ben would go up to me, and goes, "So, Sheldon, sorry, Ben's on it by the way. And you just go, Sheldon, you playing Siege? No. What do you mean no? I'm playing Doom Eternal. What do you mean you're playing Doom Eternal? Bye. Cuts the call off, and I just play Doom Eternal. Sheldon, you playing Siege? No. I'm playing Doom.
And I would cry.
He would cry. And he said, I said, you should play Doom. You should give it a try. Just wasn't interested.
And it's weird, because like whenever he rejected to play Siege with me, my rank would just go up. Like, it was crazy. I don't know what happened. It's a weird coincidence.
How coincidental.
Yeah.
And also Valorant came out as well. So, yeah, it was a bit of a gap I was gone for.
And
Right,
the
what's
last
next?
game that I'm ready for is Death Stranding 2.
Oh, yes.
yes.
That will be good.
That's a mixed one. I personally love it, but
I actually like
there's
it.
a lot of critics for it as well.
Because
Isn't
it's just not the game people were expecting. But when I play it, I'd just say it's one of them games where you experience the world as it is. It's not always going to be action. A lot of the time, you're just planning to get from point A to B and surviving getting there. Because you never know what you'll face on your trip.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just
like
that-
a journey. It was nice.
Yeah.
It's like you are basically a postman,
Yeah, pretty much.
but in some crazy world.
I have seen the latest trailer for it, which does involve a bit more combat. So for those that like it, I don't know how I'd feel about it because I don't think combat suits the type of game it is.
It's definitely weird, the combat in the first one. But I don't mind it. I like it. It's like the Metal Gear sort of stuff.
Yeah, I like
Combat in that feels odd, but
You just be going to the
It's
toilet.
good.
It's like, if I'm going to go against BT, hold on, let me go for a shit so I can beat a BT. Legit.
wait, what?
Yeah, you can use shit, blood to kill a BT.
Shit blood?
Yeah, you can use like actual.
You shit blood?
That sounds
No.
like a wild Thursday night to me.
You actually oh god, I don't want to even want to.
Wait, I've never done that.
Yeah, it was
Obviously, I knew you could like piss.
yeah.
I didn't know you could shit.
No,
Shit
like
on the
if you go,
BT.
not shit on the BT. So if you go into like your little like area where you can go and view like your memorabilia, take a shower, you can
Oh,
collect bodily
yeah.
fluids. To
I
use.
remember this. Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
collect your fluids to help battle BTs, which was so
Mm.
weird, but he made it work. So I was like, okay, it gives me a reason to go have a shower.
It was like overall, I don't know if this is overselling it. It's like, to me, it was like a masterpiece in
It
the
was.
way it was like. Would you say filmed? It's not really
yeah,
filmed, but-
100%. If you play Hideo Kojima's games, a lot
Just the
of,
way it's like designed, like the music, the
Mm.
style. It's just cinema.
I'm just gonna be that
Cinema.
kind of guy. I'm a shill for him because I love his work. I love it. I just
Metal
think
Gear
it's,
is brilliant. Yeah.
Metal Gear's brilliant. I can't wait for. Actually, that is one game that he hasn't said. Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the full remake
Oh,
of
man.
Metal Gear Solid 3, should be coming out hopefully next year, if not the following year.
Well-
And I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, it's called Snake Eater.
Yes, it's based on the original Snake Eater back from
Yeah.
2005. Yeah,
Oh wow.
And you basically you're in the forest and you eat snakes, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
Again, sounds like another great Thursday night. But
Yeah, it is actually.
Shitting and eating snakes.
Mm.
And then like I'll just go through like the other ones that are on here that I've not really thing. The first Berserker, I think that's called Kazan. Kazan.
What?
The first Berserker, Kazan. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out on PC. No. First Berserker is a hardcore action role-playing game. The player will become Kazan, the great general of the Peerless Empire. It seems like another like Warhammer 40,000 type of thing. That's what it sounds like anyway.
I never heard of it.
But apparently it's like brand new. I think this is a horror game. It will be Hell Is Us. Action adventure. Rogue Factor is published by Nacon, apparently. Or Nacon.
Namco Bandai, yeah.
Metroid Prime 4.
I never played a Metroid game.
Me neither.
Marvel 1943.
Oh, that's the one with Captain America and Black Panther. That
Rise of Hydra.
Yeah, that CGI trailer looked kind of dope. But
Pokemon Legends ZA.
I think you would have heard of that one at least, because you like Pokemon, don't you?
Heard of it, but yeah, I like Pokemon. I've heard of it. I've not seen it though. That Legends, whatever it's called.
Okay.
Because I don't tune into their like live streams.
Oh, okay.
Their announcements. Yeah.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
No.
Yeah, these aren't saying anything to me. They're not screaming.
No, that's what I'm saying. Hyper Light Breaker. Like this just sounds like weird indie games that are coming out.
There'll be some standout ones, to be fair.
Because these are all confirmed, and the only main two that are ones that I'm super duper excited for is Ghost of Yotai and Death Stranding 2, and that's about it.
They're all PlayStation games, so we PC players ain't going to be able to play. Actually, no, Death Stranding.
Guess what? Oh, I've got a PS4.
Oh, that's good for you. I don't. So I won't be able to play it. That's fine.
Death Stranding should come on PC.
I agree, because it's an independent. He's independent, but it's contracted with Sony, so.
Oh yeah, no, he bought the rights for it now.
Oh,
so it's not. Yeah, it's not
so
PlayStation.
Then it should come
anymore.
out on day one. Oh,
Booyakasha.
Yes. What was you going to say about Siege before we look to wrap this up?
I don't actually know. I just thought I'd go back to it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because so far it's been a very non-Siege episode.
That's fine.
But that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We're getting in the Christmas spirit. Everyone's looking forward to Christmas. We just want to chat, shoot the breeze, and get ready to celebrate Christmas with our loved ones. And I think that's important.
Also, that new Siege game mode, the Christmas one, poo-poo.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's so bad. It's bad.
I'm so glad I didn't. You know what? I will say this for the next pod. I have these ideas, but I cannot wait to see if they get anything new in the next year. Like, I just want something new. I want something different. I don't want any bullshit with redone. I hate Doctor's Curse now because it's just the same shit.
So boring, yeah.
You know what? It was funny enough, years ago, I think this was in year 6 or year 7, they did a Halloween event that looked Christmassy, and it was just a TDM with its own map. And it had like gingerbread houses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the sugar fright thing.
Yeah, that's it. It was
that's it. It was,
unique. For a TDM, it was weirdly unique.
Yeah, I like that because at the time they didn't have a TDM.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I did play that a lot. The game modes that have stood out for me over the years, Doctor's Curse when it first came out.
Yep.
Because it was like it was a cool hide and seek concept.
Yeah.
But obviously it's been milked so hard.
So much.
My other favourite one, Mute Protocol.
Oh, that's actually quite a good one.
But the first one, okay? So not the gun game type one.
No, I don't like that one.
The first one was where you could you go on the cams
and you could
teleport to the camp. It was sick.
You know what they should
I don't know how the game even kept alive there.
I think there's one mode they need to do instead of Doctor's Curse. They just need to do Siege Myers or Sledge Myers. Just make that a mode.
Well, that's basically Doctor's Curse, isn't it?
Yeah, but oh no, that's true actually.
Yeah.
The extract. No, they need to do the the extraction one, Rainbow Six Extraction tie-in event.
That was a good game mode.
That was a really good
this is the thing. Like all these game modes that stand out are the unique ones. But yeah, like this I don't even know what it's called. This winter one.
I think it's like I don't care.
Exactly. Like no one cares about it because it's the same thing. It's just what you get a boss G and you kill people.
Oh well, that's boring.
I don't. Yeah, I don't even know what you do. Is it a TDM?
It's like kill confirmed. That's it. It's like kill confirmed. I don't care about it that much, to be honest. Well, as soon as I saw it, I was like, let's see if I can queue. It took me like 3 minutes, and I still just went, I gave up with this. Fuck this. Honestly.
Yeah, I haven't even tried it. Not even tried it.
Oh well. But that's it. Really, this year
That's
has been for us just playing together this year. It's been quite fun, actually. There's been some unique games that we've got to play. Siege has been.
It's been something. It's been so, like as we spoke about last episode. It was it started off really well.
Yep.
The Siege year, but then progressively got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they always find a great way to disappoint us, don't they?
They do. But hopefully next year will give us something good. Please, Ubi, please. Don't sell yourself to Tencent. Don't sell yourself to the devils. Please, just give us goodness, okay? And then we will give you money. That's all I will say.
Did we talk about Year 10 last episode?
Yes, we did. We did. What we hoped would be coming out. So if you want to see that, go and check up the card at the top right corner. It will come up to the last episode or at the end screen. But before we do all that, I just want to say thank you very much. I understand this episode has been a bit all over the place again, as we're going to reiterate.
Been a bit of a variety one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just been a last minute one because we're all getting ready for Christmas. We all got our own plans. Everything should be back to normal with our usual ideas of what we're going to go for the episode for the following week after Christmas. And it's starting off in the new year. But for now, I'd just like to say thank you very much if you watched all the way through the nice little bit of rambling. I've been Sneaky Thief. That's been Rendell. That there, right there has been Ronov.
Ronov.
Yes.
Big Ron. Check me out on YouTube and Twitch. And only... No.
Stoy! That was only a secret that me and you are supposed to keep about that. Our little joint channel there.
But thank you very much. Take care and have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Don't eat too much.
New Year's.
Okay.
Don't
drink too much.
Don't have
I'm
too much
watching
fun.
you.
And we will be ready for the next episode that will be happening roughly around New Year's Day. So take care. Have a good one.
Do you want to salute?
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll salute. Boom.